Well, Ian, we'll talk a bit later about the week and how that's been and everything for you and the players, but it's a cruel game, isn't it?
Massively, yeah. I think, I'm really bitterly disappointed for the players today, for the supporters today. The fact that probably people are travelling 10 and 12 hours to come and get behind the team on what's been a really tough week. And we were so close, yeah. It was, the lesson is it's a 95-minute game. It's not a 94 and 40 seconds. And ultimately that last 20 seconds didn't shift out quick enough to try and stop a cross. I can understand why we stayed in the box to try and be compact and try and win a header, but we let them get down the side too easily. And one mistake like that, I think, as a group has cost us what would have been, for me, a well-deserved point, a hard-fought point, and something that the players have earned today. And to come up that little bit short by 25 seconds at the end of a match after what they've put in is, I'm glad for them.
And we're a bit thin on the ground midfield for you with suspensions and also losing Lofty and everything, but so coming to a place like Grimsby is always going to be a big challenge. But in the first half we coped pretty well, didn't we?
We did. I think first half the game plan was to try and get on the front foot. I don't think you can come away from home and certainly sit behind the ball for large periods, especially when it's setting the tone at the start of the game. So we wanted to be aggressive. We wanted the lads to try and find a way where we could pass the ball and get players like Tyreek Johnson and Taryn on the ball in high areas, because we thought we could hurt them that way. And I thought it was a competitive first half. There was kind of end-to-end action, and at that stage we looked okay. Obviously second half, as you'd expect from a team that's pushing and should be in the playoffs and would expect to be in the playoffs, they're going to have more of a spell where they put us under pressure, which they did. But we've still again tried to do things the right way and try to create chance at the other end of the pitch. There were few and far between. I can remember one for Kabam, which I thought was in from my angle to start with, and one or two other bits. But listen, if I'm being honest, I think a point would have been a fair reflection on the game. Maybe neither team did enough in terms of their chances to win the thing. So I think that probably makes it even more disappointing that we've got past 94 and a half minutes and we've lost it in the way we have. But you're quite right, we're depleted at the moment. You're talking about Lofthouse, Ince, Jermaine Anderson, Jack Rolls. These are players that are starters or players that have been good players for us this season. So to come here without those and for the lads to put in the shift, I can only be pleased with the group we've had today.
And Ollie Pendlebury has come in till the end of the season. He did quite well. He's got a good delivery on him, hasn't he?
He has. Yeah, it's something we've probably not been, in terms of consistency, as good at this year as we have been in previous years. Our set piece deliveries, you can see with it today, it's good quality. It comes in with good pace and purpose. And he played well. It's a solid debut. Listen, it's tough for a lone player to come in at the best of times, but with the week we've had, for him to come in and have 2 days with the boys and then come out and make his debut and perform, I thought it was a solid debut. Probably caught up with him a little bit towards the end. We didn't have another sub to change anything towards the end, and we just hope that the boys could get us over the line. But he's a good footballer. He's a talented footballer. He's obviously at the start of his journey. He's 20 years old. Wickham have done a great job with him, and he's here to help us during this period.
And second half, maybe tiredness as well, but dropping deeper, taking quite a lot of pressure. But it seemed as though we'd seen off the worst, and we actually had a couple of half chances at the other end. Yeah. I think, listen, when you come to these big clubs, and they are a big club, and they're, like I said, they'll be expecting to get in the playoffs this year as a minimum requirement. You know that you're going to be put under the cosh in periods of the game, especially when it's kind of on the knife edge like it was, and we had to soak up some pressure. I thought we did that pretty well. We panicked a little bit on the ball at times, and we've got to be a bit calmer when we're maybe in those moments to find a pass and to find a different way out. And we couldn't get up the pitch, but I didn't think it was a wave of pressure that wasn't ever going to subside. And like you said, towards the end, you kind of felt, we won some territory in the end. We spent some time in there, final third, and you felt like, right, 0-0, and let's take that, and we can say that's a good point. So it's a cruel lesson. Listen, this is football. It will continue to do stuff like that, and we've got to learn from it. The boys have got to puff their chests out Monday morning, and we've got to go again. And just a word about the week. Obviously, very sudden shock news on Monday night. So you're then left with a training session, the boys coming in, and a total change with Dow's having gone. I mean, what's the week been like? What do you do? What's the week been like?
Yeah, it's been a horrendous week, if I'm being honest, Nico. It's certainly not one that I've kind of dealt with in my career so far. It's I think when a guy like Dow's leaves a club like ours, he leaves a big hole. Not just in the team, in the group, but in the community as well. I've got the utmost respect and love for him as a person. He's been fantastic with me. Obviously worked with him at 2 separate clubs really successfully, and I don't think we can rewrite history in terms of what he's done in the game. His record speaks for itself, and what he's done at this football club speaks for itself. So it was sudden, it was a shock. And obviously, I was then asked by the club to honour my contract and to prepare the team this week. So I've tried to do that the best of my ability. I've got to say the players have been great. They've been ultra professional. I think Tuesday morning was a day of everyone kind of processing the news. But Thursday, Friday, they've kind of dug in and they've tried to look forward, because ultimately we had a game to play and we had a job to do. And, I thank the players for that. But yeah, listen, while I'm here, I'm going to do the best job I can. I'm disappointed we've lost today. I want to win games of football, that's why I'm here. And yeah, I'm gutted for everyone today. The fans probably more than anyone, because I think it was quite telling that they stayed a little bit longer today and spent that extra time showing their kind of thanks to the players for the performance they put in today. And I said to the lads, it's a lesson really that that's what they expect and that's what we need to give them. Every single game, every single week, win, lose or draw. Yeah. The minimum requirement is for us to work hard and be 100% committed to the club and to the badge and to the supporters. And hopefully, they've seen that from them today, despite, I'm sure, being disappointed with the result. And I understand people are probably travelling 10, 12 hours to come here today and spending good money in a difficult time, in the world in general. So it's a massive thank you from me as well for their support throughout the game and at the end of it. And that certainly meant a lot to the lads as well.
And I can tell you're quite emotional. I could see the players coming off were emotional. So I just want to, see some of the inside of how clubs work and everything. Just want to say thank you, really, for sticking at it, and to the players for sticking at it. Yeah. Result didn't go our way, but you can't in any way question the commitment or the professionalism. I think.
No, I think that's what it's got to be going forward. Listen, we're going to win games, we're going to lose games, we're going to draw games, and I think as long as it's underpinned by that real desire and commitment to want to work hard and run and come off the pitch saying you can't have done much more, I think if that's the case, that's certainly a team I want to be associated with. And sometimes I think you get the vibe from the players. They wanted to go over and really show their appreciation to the fan base today, because it was easy for people not to come out today, and especially this end of the country, it's a long way away. So for people to do that, I think means a lot to us. And the players were devastated. They've given everything they got. Some of them were on the floor at the end of the game, and we need to pick them up now and go again Tuesday.
Well, a club is always the fans and the players together. So again, thank you. Cruel game today, but Kings Lynn on Tuesday.
Yep, we go. Cheers, Nico.
Thank you.